John Betancourt is the CEO of Humantelligence and Ask Aura, the first personalized AI coach that combines psychometrics and workflow integrations to improve collaboration, engagement, and leadership at scale. With that, John, we're thrilled to have you at the event today and look forward to your presentation.
Thanks so much. So I'm going to talk today about the AI coaching revolution. And yes, it is a revolution. What every chief HR officer or chief people officer needs to know, as well as heads of learning and development, leadership development, and what they need to act on right now. The challenge you face in your roles and function today with less budgets and increasing employees is your people are undercoached and it's costing you. Basically 70% of employees are disengaged. 1 in 500 employees get a coach. So it's only your high pose. What do you do with the rest? And the cost per new hire, if you lose someone, is $3,400 for attrition. Traditional coaching reaches less than 10% of employees. It's expensive. It's really for senior leaders. And Gartner showed in 2025 that 54% of managers, 1 in 2 in your mid-level area, never get coaching or leadership training at all. Imagine the rest of your workforce. The coaching gap is a business problem. What leaders are saying is that they invest millions in leadership programs with no scalable way to reinforce behaviors between training events, between workshops that are handheld workshops. Managers want to coach their team, but they don't have the time or how to do it. The real cost is you have talent loss, you have execution drag, and manager overload. So what exactly is AI coaching? Well, AI coaching is delivery of personalized on-demand developmental guidance through conversational or typed artificial intelligence, AI, available 24/7 to every employee all the time, and can get up and running in literally one day for 20,000 employees. So it's always available. It's deeply personalized, uses psychometrics, the right ones, use psychometrics to answer questions that are contextually relevant to the individual, to people, or a team. And it's measurably effective. It tracks behavior change and surfaces insights for HR leaders. For forces converging to make AI coaching inevitable, LLM maturity. Now large language models can demonstrate genuine empathy, nuance, and coaching grade conversational depth, a threshold that's only started recently. It's distributed work, remote and hybrid models, shattered informal mentoring. Employees need structured developmental support that travels with them. Gen Z expectations. This is the fastest growing workforce cohort, and they expect continuous feedback, real-time development, and tech-enabled growth experiences. And the ROI imperative, boards are demanding measurable returns on learning development investment. L&D is no longer going to be seen just as a cost center. AI coaching provides a data trail that traditional coaching never could. What the research actually shows, key findings on the right, coaching at scale is feasible. MIT Sloan showed that and confirmed that. Active listening, goal setting, accountability, all at enterprise scale. 2, human plus AI beats either alone. So sure, for your highest level executives, you probably will still pay a lot of money for your coaches. But now for a fraction of the cost, you can have a hybrid model that coaches everyone in your company with long-term behavioral change results. And 3, psychological safety is preserved. Employees report higher candor with AI coaches, lowering vulnerability barriers. And if you look on the left side, you can see that engagement is 35% higher with AI coaching than standard training. Behavior change is sustained 3 times longer. Retention, you have 15% lower attrition with AI coach cohorts. And manager effectiveness is 22% higher for managers coached with AI. From insights to impact, the AI coaching model goes like this. You can assess, coach, reinforce, and then measure. This AI coaching creates a continuous development loop, embedding growth into the daily flow of work rather than pulling employees out of it. What are the strategic implications? What this means for your HR strategy. Your old model, coaching is a perk for the top 10%. The new model, coaching is infrastructure for everyone and at a fraction of the cost. You can save money from your old model and do all the new model AI coaching with the money you're saving from the old model. Strategic priorities to act on. Well, you need to audit your coaching desert, map which employee segments receive zero developmental support today. This AI coaching's for them. Pilot it at the manager level, not at your executive C-suite, but the middle managers. That's where you have the highest leverage entry point for AI coaching. And build a measurement framework. Define the behavioral KPIs before you launch any AI coach tool, not after, to demonstrate broad board level impact. And AI coaching is not a feature, it's the future. In the 2020-2022 area where Humantelligence launched Ask Aura, early chatbot-based tools emerged. It was narrow use case studies. 23-24 LLM breaks through unlock genuine coaching conversations. You start to see ROI. And in 25-26, AI coaching is here as a fully functional standard L&D infrastructure layer in almost every Fortune 500 people strategy. 2027 beyond, every company, large, mid-size, and small, will use proactive predictive coaching, and AI will identify development needs before employees or managers recognize them. McKinsey estimates that organizations embedding AI into talent development workflows will outperform their peer organizations by 40% on employee productivity within 5 years. The window to lead, not follow, is open now. Your move will lead the coaching revolution. You should diagnose who needs the AI coaches, usually mid-level management and all other employees. Pilot it, do a launch focus AI coaching pilot with your manager population and define clear success metrics up front. Scale, expand it to the full workforce. This is for everyone. Make coaching a universal capability, not an executive privilege. And own it. Position your CHRO office as the architect of an AI-enabled development before someone else claims that seat. This is your chance to not only be innovative, but in technology, working with the CIO office so that you can let people not be scared of AI, because this is AI that does not replace people. It enables people. This is AI coaching that's personalized, that makes work more human. The organizations that democratize coaching through AI will win the talent decade. The question is whether you'll be among them. There's also the evaluation aspect of AI coaching tools that I want to cover. How do you evaluate AI coaching tools? Well, actually, before I go into that, I want to actually show you some of the tools that exist as an example. So here is an example of an AI coaching tool where you can understand team dynamics. Everyone has taken a psychometric test. You can go in, you can either ask the questionnaire or there's categories that the AI coach should guide you. It should not just be what's in your head. And let's say I just took over a new team. I'm 25 years old. I've never managed. This team is 15 team members. So I click on the button, what is the culture and dynamics of this team? And what it's doing in 2 seconds used to take 2 weeks, cost $30,000 for an executive workshop. Now, all of your leaders, all of your managers can see what the culture of their team is and the dynamics of their team. This is specific to this team. And instead of asking 10 managers and giving the same information in typical AI coaching that's not personalized, the personalization of an AI coach should give 10 different answers for 10 different teams. I might also want to understand for team members, who is a team member most different from me? I'm about to lead this team. And it'll pull out from 15 people quickly in seconds that Victoria and Leo are the most different from me. Let's say I'm searching for a group of people, something that has never been done before. Everyone talks about skills taxonomy, but what about a soft skills taxonomy where you're looking to build an innovative, self-starting, data-driven, research-oriented team for a new project for the company to look at AI market initiatives? Who are the 2 members of this 1,000-person division? Well, now for the first time ever with personalized AI coaching, you can go in a non-subjective way and find in a group of 500, 10,000 people, the most aligned team members for a project. One other example I'll give is development plans or understanding someone else or collaboration. You can pick 2 people and ask, why are we going to have conflict? What are the sources of conflict between us? And so you can look at this, and instead of a coach, real coach, looking through 40 pages and 40 pages of a report, it will actually explain in seconds here how to avoid conflict. The last example I'll give to bring this to life is self-development and development plans. Imagine if you are looking at personal development and you just joined a company or a part of a company and they have the culture of the company, they all have it on a website, the values, the culture, this company's coach and play, build fast, learn faster. You could literally click a button and see where you're aligned to the culture and where there's gaps. And in seconds, it's going through the company culture and looking at your behaviors, your motivators, your values, and seeing where you're aligned. Here's where I am aligned, and where there's potential gaps. And let's say there's one competency being conflict avoidance that I want to work on. So now I could go in here and say, give me resources, articles, and books and videos that can help me be more comfortable with conflict avoidance. And interestingly, when I do that, it's going to go to either an LLM at the company or it will go to the internet and it will find a personalized development plan. Here are the books, the articles, the videos, all personalized to the way I learn. Again, personalized AI coaching, not Copilot or ChatGPT or Claude, which does not know your value, your values, how you work in teams, how you learn, your motivating styles. Those tools do not know it at a rate significant enough to understand what content to give you, and then the development plan. What you just saw do in 2 seconds would take 30 to 40 hours, and then the coach will follow up and ask, "Hey, I can find additional resources, tailor this for you," etc. Now that you've seen some highlights of what's possible, let's look at how you should evaluate when you purchase AI coaching tools. Because not all AI coaching platforms are created equal. Here's what separates transformative tools from expensive noise and how to choose the one that actually delivers. The first and most important thing, like a fingerprint, is personalization, the foundation of real coaching. A true AI coach must know who it's talking to. Without psychometric data, personality, motivators, values, work styles, communication styles, learning styles, every answer is generic, and generic doesn't change behavior. You saw the example I gave where a leader asked, "What's the dynamic of my team? What's the culture?" Well, how do I lead my team if it's all the same answer, just generic leadership tips is what non-personalized AI coaching gives you? It's not really contextual. You would want 10 leaders to ask that question, get 10 completely different answers. Managing and leading a team of mavericks versus a team of followers is very different. Motivation driven project matching. Imagine if you don't know someone's motivations and how to engage them, like the development plan example I gave, you can't motivate them and drive them and develop them in a personalized way. Integration is a second thing you must have. Be where people actually work. No one logs into separate portals anymore. That is never going to drive adoption. Like Grammarly got rid of the dictionary and the thesaurus, and you don't buy those anymore. You should not pay for personality tests anymore. The discs, the Lomingers, the Hogans, all these certified complex tools with their own language and memorization are out the window. That content should be free, and it should flow within a tool within Teams, Outlook, Slack, Cisco WebEx, or Zoom. You should be able to go into Outlook and see a meeting and see how best to manage that meeting. You should go in the email, write an email, and it should rewrite it for you for your audience. And in a Zoom or Microsoft Team virtual meeting, you should ask the coach how best to resolve conflict you're having during the meeting or how best to read an agenda or topic. You should be able to get a free trial or pilot. That's a non-negotiable. If the vendor won't let you trial their solution with 10 to 20 people free of charge for at least 2 months, walk away. Demand real adoption data. Usage and engagement numbers from the trial will reveal whether the tool will actually be embraced or quietly abandoned after launch. Prove ROI before committing. A trial will allow you to do that. A confident vendor proves value up front. And test it with real users, real scenarios. The pilot should mirror actual use cases, not a controlled demo, real employees, real workflows, real results. Don't pilot just within HR, even though you're the decision maker. Take it to the business and let some of the more innovative business leaders and their teams use it. The guide versus mentor conundrum, the adaptive AI coaching philosophy. You need a AI coach that's not just personalized, but sometimes acts as a mentor and gives fast, direct answers. And sometimes as a guide for some of your senior executives that gives deeper, durable change that kind of navigates and does not give an answer, but has the executive kind of go down the IKEA lane of figuring it out. The most effective AI coaching combines both. It should ask questions and guide, encourage self-reflection and context, but also understand context and grasp individual needs and situational nuances, contextually personalized, and then offer tailored suggestions and give answers. People just want to get their answer and go in the middle of the day. The comprehensive checklist, data privacy security, who owns the data? Is it GDPR compliant? 2, measurable outcomes. Can the platform tie coaching activity to business outcomes? Performance scores, retention rates, engagement metrics. 3, scalability across all levels. Does it work for individual contributors, managers, C-suite, everyone, democratizing this for all employees? And no avatars, please. Studies and market research show that talking to a human looking bot is freaky and strange and not comfortable. People will not feel vulnerable doing that. And you need number 5, multilingual and global support. Multinational organizations needs a tool to be able to perform in over 100 different languages simultaneously. And it's number 6, manager and team insights. Does the platform go from just individual to team and group and entire company insights? 7, vendor credibility and support. Review case studies, see which ones are winning the awards, have clients. And AI transparency and explainability. Can the AI explain why it gave a specific recommendations? Already Fast Company, in evaluating 17,000 companies in workplace tech, has put one AI coach that's personalized, indeed ours, Ask Aura, as the top 4th most influential and innovative workplace technology because AI coaching is here to stay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that great presentation, John. And for everyone that's listening in live, coming up at the top of the hour, John will be on our next Q&A panel. So you have a Q&A box right in front of you. Type in all your questions and we'll be looking forward to getting to as many of those as we can during that Q&A panel.